Hello and welcome to Brodual. This time we have the Skyrim child Overhaul. As of right now, the modding community has three main overhauls for the children of Skyrim. There's RS, TK and xVision children. All three go about changing the children in different ways, and the Skyrim child overhaul offers a very interesting fourth option. So in the video we'll explain what it does, but we'll also compare it alongside the three other popular mods. First and foremost, the mod tries to stick to the vanilla child aesthetic as much as possible. So it doesn't stray too far from vanilla, but it still offers a refreshing new look for the children. It changes them to best fit their race and parents, so it should be easier to identify whose child it is as well as what race they are. As you can see from the quick before and after here, there's one child from each race. As we switch you can see the dramatic difference. There's so much more diversity with the mod, and that's one of the things we like the most. The changes include adjustments to their faces, hair and clothes, all of which work together with minor touches to offer unique children. But the mod doesn't stop there. Probably the most appealing feature is the introduction of mer children. As you've all probably noticed, Skyrim only comes with Nordic, Imperial, Breton and Redguard children, while the mer and beast races are left childless. While this mod introduces several children for Dark Elves, High Elves and Orcs, you can find them in areas where you'd expect their children to be from that race. So the Dunmer children can be found in Windhelm and Solstheim, the Orcs in some of the strongholds and a High Elf child in Solitude. The author didn't want to stray too far from the other children, so while we think the Dunmer kids could have sharper features, we still think they're easily recognisable as Dark Elves. The Orc children in particular look fantastic and could have been in the game all along. For their voices, the Elves use the basic child voice, but the Orcs remain silent because it doesn't quite fit. Hopefully if a voice actor offers their help, that can be fixed in a future update. So overall, the most appealing feature of the mod is the massive boost to diversity, not only in the new races, but in the vanilla ones too. You can almost complete the entire package with a few other mods. There's Maraka, the Khajiit Boy, and Maisha, the Khajiit Girl. Then you could also add Ramku, the Argonian Boy. So now let's compare it to the other three overhauls. TK Children also doesn't stray too far from vanilla, but it generally makes them look more smooth and even a bit cartoony. It adjusts each child individually, but it doesn't do anywhere near as much in terms of diversity when compared to the child overhaul. So we think unless you really like the look of TK Children, the child overhaul is the way to go. xVision Children takes a completely different route. Its main aim is to make the children look more like miniature versions of the adults. It does this by sharing adjusted adult meshes with the children. This does quite a bit for variety and diversity. There's a lot more options for each child, and they can even be edited in the creation kit to the same extent that adult NPCs can. The shared adult meshes also means it's easier to see each child's race. However, for us it strides too far in the adult direction and it just looks weird in places. We can see why some people like it, but it isn't for us. And finally there's RS Children. This modifies all of the existing child races in the game, using new textures, head meshes and body meshes. It also offers more variety in terms of their clothes and hair. Again, this doesn't add any new children to the game, but it does make Aventus much more unique with his own appearance and clothes. If we had to choose between the three, then we'd probably choose this one. Generally the children are more unique, especially with the addition of the new clothes. It also offers a completely new appearance for the children and steps away from the blocky, or as I've heard some people call them, fat-headed children in the vanilla game. So for us it comes down to RS Children or the Skyrim Child Overhaul. We like the style of RS Children, and it definitely offers more variety and a bit of diversity. However, we think the Skyrim Child Overhaul does a better job in designing each child around their parents. If we look at Lars Battleborn and his parents, both are blonde or dirty blonde, but he has brown hair in vanilla and the other three overhauls. But that's fixed with the Child Overhaul. Also, as we saw earlier, every race of child has just as much diversity as the adult races, which is good for immersion. So for that we're leaning towards the Skyrim Child Overhaul. But obviously it'll come down to what's right for you, which is why we covered all four and why you can find links to all of the mods down below. As always, be sure to leave an endorsement on any mod you enjoy, and thanks for watching.